And we are audio live.
We are audio live. Okay, so let's go.
I was about to say, are we gonna have one of those nights?
I was wondering for a second.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm lagging a little bit, so kind of worried about that. But
It's been a few months since we've had any true technical issues.
yeah, well, it's running like crazy through. If you look at the screen through
What
Tailspire.
the?
It's just a repetitive.
Wow.
Something in there's broke. One of the mods is broken, and I'm just not sure which.
That's utterly fantastic.
So that's just a repetitive issue, and I'm sure it's the hide base.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what the mod is that's not working.
Of course.
And I don't understand reading logs all that well, so.
Yeah, log files are. I've been debugging scripts most of this week. I'm running a piece of software that runs through all of TDS's network equipment and pulls the current software revision. And I've literally had to build it one device type at a time because each device type has a different syntax and different, like, all sorts of different settings. And my boss, she goes, I'm glad someone's actually taken the initiative to do this because the asset management system, no one trusts the software vision that's in it because no one updates it because it's manual. What the?
That guy was big.
What room are you having us start in? What the heck?
It's a new loading screen. And by the way, Jubilee's in the waiting room.
Oh.
I'm looking at Bod Ninja.
Yeah, it's our new loading screen. So, don't worry. I had the same question where he goes, "Oh yeah, by the way,
I've had this board built for a long time.
I think it's great." Hi.
Hello. What is this about a gem that I'm trapped in?
You're a gem. That's all that matters. That's it.
Yep, that's all that matters.
Thanks.
Someone didn't watch that session. No.
Listen, I got no time in my life.
Listen here, Linda.
Linda, listen.
I actually took part of today and for the most part, cleaned off my office desk. I am looking forward to, though.
Gold public.
I got a box in the mail.
A gold public.
What'd you get?
A
3D
box.
printer.
Ooh, what kind did you get?
An Anycubic Pro.
I was looking into I really wanted the Elegoo Mars, but I also am like too lazy to set it up.
Yeah, my buddy Mike Flowers does 3D printing, and he had an Ender, and he goes nothing but problems. He hated it, so we got a Anycubic, and he goes, I set it up and it just works. Like,
see, that's nice because the Ender is a nightmare trying to calibrate it and have it all balanced and everything.
And that's exactly what he told me. He goes, don't get a Creality, don't get an Ender.
Is that the one I gave him?
No, yours was a different brand.
That thing.
So
although I'm not techie, that thing was a bear to work with. The heat plate worked.
Yeah. Yep. So, I went to IKEA. My lovely bride went to IKEA about 6-7 months ago and got me one of their LAC tables. And what's funny about those LAC tables, they're the perfect width for rack-mounted equipment such as switches and server cases and all that.
Oh, cool.
So, I finally got the LAC table put together, put the power strip on the backside, my 16-port switch on the front, and I took my old file server and mounted it underneath it. So I'm going to put my 3D printer on top of it. So, she's like, about time you put that thing together. I'm like, oh, my session 30 notes?
Yeah.
Oh, there was so much of that. Like, I was trying to keep up.
Then
I was in that session.
In session 30? No, you were in 29. You missed 30.
30 was last one.
Oh, I'm reading 29. Where's your 31?
Should be right beneath it. If you pull up I've got them all noted.
I'm looking in the FRD session notes on Discord. I have 225 on session.
You're
It
looking
looks
at
like
that
today
one.
at 3:55:29 was posted in here.
Give me a sec. Oh, okay. You're in Discord looking at that one. No, I don't. Yeah.
For
I've
once,
posted
yes, I am in
their-
Discord.
Yeah, I'm like, I know I'm not 100% crazy. I try to keep like 97.56% crazy, but not quite 100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I feel that.
I am going to, unless you want to, Tom, log in with another Zoom.
I have.
Let's see.
I
Because
have
Skylar will probably be running either a few minutes or an hour late. He has work today.
You have him on a Zoom meeting right now. I see his
Oh,
chair.
I do have him. There's Skylar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're good. We're good.
Yeah, because I put up the Tom iPad one until
Yeah.
Katie gets
Taylor
here.
comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, till Katie. Yeah. My brain's still loading. Don't worry about it. Don't mind that little
That's
brain
what
still
I'm
over there.
missing. One more document.
There. So.
I like being able to have a document and have it opened in multiple different tabs so that I can have it on, like, basically electronical bookmarking, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I so,
I
it's so
understand.
simple, but I so appreciate it.
Okay, so let's put Vantalord on one side of the screen. Let's take the Fall of Red Dawn notes for myself. Let's put them on this screen so that way they make sense there.
How is,
I cannot wait till
who
my
do we
new-
have in,
my new
who do we have
graphics.
here? We have Vantalord and Gold Public. Gold Public. I do not recognize your name. So glad you're with us.
Yeah.
Num. Yes, sir. Gold Public, how is the audio on your end? And Gronk at Knob? Gronk at Knob? Gronk at KNB? Where is the outline?
Oh, here, let me
I
mute
also
my-
appreciate Excel or Google Sheets, whatever your preference is, because I built this dungeon instead of on grid map on paper. I made it in grid map in Google Sheets.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, you just make all the cells, all the rows and columns the same size, and then you got wonderful grid paper. I hear music and voices,
Interesting.
so it's fine. Thank you.
Nothing wrong with that.
And the music is maybe too loud for the voices. Which,
Oh, it's KNB. It's a place, not a word. Okay.
so let's
Gronk
bring-
at KNB. Okay, so Taylor, I got a laugh for you. So, D&D
What,
TikTok.
you have a laugh for me?
Oh yeah. So following a guy on D&D TikTok, and he does a stitch and he goes, blacksmith working on a dagger. And he goes, just got to work out the final kinks. And he goes,
Oh
"Can
my
you
god,
imagine
and
a
the
dagger
dagger
going?"
says I like feet or something like that?
Yeah. I about fell out of my chair laughing.
I've seen that too.
I'm like, I would love to be able to pull that off in a session, but
So,
I don't know if I'd be able to do it with a straight face.
Oh, you can. You just have to laugh while you do it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
go.
I was telling Rory, obviously, I DM a session like once a month in person at a friend's place, and we were doing a traveling like in between sessions. And I made a haunted vacancy with a ghost, and was actually able to help one of my characters pull into character enough where she actually started crying in the session, and I've not been able to do that yet. So
There is
I was like,
nothing more
"Sweet."
powerful as a DM than making somebody cry, but like for the right reasons, like
Yeah,
using the
yep.
story to make somebody cry.
So they walk into this house that the torches going along like their little walkway were just barely lit. Like they'd been lit for a really long time, almost out of oil, all that type of stuff, and they end up running into a ghost in the house. And the backstory of this is it was an unfinished will of the ghost where her husband was out back doing something in the woodshed. She was making a anniversary dinner for like their 50th wedding anniversary, and the husband ended up getting attacked by something, getting killed, and she ended up, dying based on attack or like by some poisonous gas, and she was still wanting to finish cooking, having this anniversary dinner.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah. Well, so they go back to the woodshed, and the husband's back there. It ended up turning into like a workshop versus, where he was trying to write love letters to his wife, and he had like 30 or 40 different revisions. Oh yeah, it was. It had the suit hanging up for the anniversary dinner, different renditions of this love letter.
Oh my god,
yeah.
My heart.
Yeah, I would love to be able to actually like massage it and make it into a better one shot.
Yeah.
But it was a fun session. My poor wife though, she plays a very chaotic forest gnome wizard, and she goes, it was all about the druid and the elvish, because to get in the house it had an elvish. It said speak, friend, and enter, and in order to unlock the house. And one of the players got the reference, so he said friend in elvish because he's playing a high elf rogue. So he recognized the the Lord of the Rings reference.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
And it is 4:15. Mr. Ryder today is, as I
don't care if you steal it, Gronk.
Oh, let me boop. There we go. Yes, the cameras are off slightly, but they will be for a hot minute. Ryder is going no camera today, as he is not feeling well.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to show his face.
I'll be blowing my nose and coughing quite a bit, so I don't think it's exactly the.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm Cricket today.
Yeah, I already told you the cameras are good, because as soon as she does arrive, it's gonna throw all the cameras off again.
Oh yeah, I suppose. That's the reason for the Tom's iPad.
Yes.
I mean, I could turn the camera on and you could just see Tom in two different perspectives, and I'd be ugly either way.
I mean, you could. We're gonna blow up Mr. Rihu's face here for you guys.
Hey, look, that's quite the improvement to my face.
it helps. It helps.
Yeah.
Today, rename. Today, Katie will be just a few minutes late. She's gonna be flying in hot, and same with Skylar for Raja as well. Rename. I thought I renamed him. Done. No, didn't work. Okay. So we may as well go ahead and kind of start into it. I have an idea of what Cricket would like to do today. So let's start with who is here, and let's go with Ryder. Go ahead and introduce yourself. We'll hop through it real quick. Quick introductions. Ryder, then Jubilee, and then Bantorn.
Sounds good. I am Rihu, level 5 human monk. Trying to think. There's, right now there's a lot going on. We're learning a lot about people's past and connections, but Rihu's, just for those who haven't been around, a little bit of a quieter character, a little bit of more of a lone wolf. Been traveling a long time, and met some of these folks now. What are we? A couple months in from the first one?
Like 31, 32 days, something like that.
Okay, so just over a month. Yeah. That's all I have for now.
Jubilee, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be back because last week my power was out and all of my food was trying to go bad, and also I had no internet, so that was a great time. But I'm happy to be here. I'm a level 4 reborn. I don't know if I've ever actually said that for the people here.
I don't think you have.
So, yeah, I don't think I have either. Surprise!
No, you haven't.
I'm a cool race now because I died and I came back. So that's where I'm at. I'm a level 4 reborn warlock, and I'm ready to kick some butt.
And before Vandelord kicks it off, Just showing you our wonderful little staging room here. We got the wonderful cast right here: Jubilee, Raja, Vantalord, Cricket, and Rihu.
I don't think you changed screens on Twitch.
Nope, I didn't. Boom, there we go. And then it's just a fun room of different people that you guys have encountered. The old Jubilee, Zeph, the goblins in the very beginning session, with the crates and the rats. Matt right here. And then a couple.
Looks more like an ogre than a mat.
Ha 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 ha. If you look up the name, it actually might help you guys with the game as well. But then a couple guest players, and then of course, for anyone who knows, a nice little throwback. Found out that Tom does not know, so that is unfortunate. And then our little friend over here, the Satari.
Which is actually a reference to.
Minis. Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked a mini that was
from
close.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, I picked a mini that was close in representation, but you know.
I love it. I love it. Flat out love it.
See, if you would have just said that like the first time we encountered those, I would have understood what they look like so much quicker.
You know, hey, they look like the arachnids from Starship Troopers. Except not. They have a tail like a scorpion and a mouth like a spider. So, I mean, they're not exactly.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Vandalo, go ahead. Introduction and recap.
Well, I am Vantalord. I am a level 5 dwarf paladin that I have this weird feeling that may be an Oathbreaker based on what I've been seeing the last 4 or 5 sessions now at this point. Don't know yet. But either way, just enjoying the gameplay.
You control your fate.
I know, I control my fate. Better that than the remote control. So, yeah. And with that should be that'll be my last anachronism, I hope, for the evening.
Yeah.
We don't know because it's Vantalord. I'm crazy. So last session we started by fighting 2 golems that started as water and air aligned. The water golem was taken out by Cricket after a fantastic critical hit after her staff was covered in water. The air golem was a little bit harder for us. We actually didn't beat it until after its alignment changed to fire. And then between Vantalord's he had Vantalord's fire attack and Raja's burning hands. It was fantastically beautiful. After we beat them, we moved through the space and actually started paying more attention to the statues in the area. We saw, I think, 6 or 7 more as we moved throughout the, I don't know, this dungeon area. Cricket saw some paperwork on the tables that talked about the current area where we are when the druids moved in. We have some reason to believe that we are still in or close to the swamp based on the papers that Cricket was able to read. Some of the papers had sketches of humans going through different beast-like transitions. And finally, we came across a room that had a closet on a top ledge close to a stairwell that also had a crate and a chest. Vantalord went in and looked at the closet and had a very demonic rabbit shadow cast across it, for lack of better words. And when he did some inspection on the inside of it, found a obsidian dagger after he was knocked off the ledge. Luckily, it didn't affect the aura that was around him. And finally, we found a very narrow hallway that only Cricket, Jubilee, and Raja were able to go through. So Rihu and Vantalord stayed back. As Jubilee went through the hallway first, she got pulled into a red gem. Raja almost got sucked in, and Cricket didn't appear to be affected at all. So it turns out that we think that the red gems may not pull anyone through that is not okay. If they're druid in nature, they may not be pulled in. If they're elemental in nature, they may not be pulled in. We don't know yet. And finally, we ended session with Cricket trying to take Jubilee's gem off the wall. So, yeah.
That is accurate. Very, very accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jubilee is currently stuck in a gem in the wall. So that you know, Jubilee, in this wall there are 3 gems on each side, left and right.
Well, now there's 3 on one side, 2 on the other, because we
Yeah,
pulled
she
one
got
on Wasp.
out. Yep. And let's go ahead and switch over.
Oh. So Cricket's working on getting Jubilee out. Raja is back by the people with the were-rats.
And it's not that you
And-
guys couldn't fit through.
But we would have to take off a lot of armor, and then this very stout dwarf would be touching chest and back to the wall at the same time while trying to shimmy.
Well, I thought we decided we weren't going through because of the gems.
Correct. Yep, that was yours and my final reason why not.
Yeah,
to,
we
after
could have
seeing
made
Jubilee.
it through. Yeah. If Raja made it through, we could make it through.
So
Yeah.
while that loads, because something is up with my internet today. So Cricket had pulled one of those out.
Yep. We don't know whose, but she pulled one out.
So she had
Depend-
managed to completely wiggle it out, correct, with her dagger,
Yep.
or with
Yep.
Raj's dagger, I believe.
Correct, with Raja's.
So she pulls that out, and moves back towards the area with the nest area with the 4 individuals that you found, as well as
Mhm.
Raja. And this gem, as she looks at the gem, oh, wait a second. Who said that? Oh, no. Can you guys keep an eye on the waiting room? Because I can't. But I don't see her right now.
I didn't know we could watch the waiting room.
Can you? Because it throws out the cameras if I do it.
Um,
Well, keep an eye in case she says that she's in the game.
Should be able to watch.
She heads back, and as she looks into the gem, she can actually see Jubilee inside the gem. Jubilee, as you're looking out, I forget what those things are called, but you look through them and it just
a
everything's-
kaleidoscope?
Yes. So everything is fragmented. As you look out, you see doubles and just this kaleidoscope effect as you're looking out.
That's so funny because that's the name of the perfume that I'm wearing today. Is Kaleidoscope. So, am I able to make out anything, or like it's just colors and shapes, kind of, or like can I tell that it's Cricket looking at me?
Yeah, you can see that it's Cricket, so you can see the images, but they're very small and they're fractal.
Okay.
I just put my hands against it because I thought I had message and I don't.
That gives a whole new word message in a bottle.
She holds this gem, and in her 2 hands, it takes up most of the space in her 2 hands.
When she picks it up, do I feel movement from the inside?
Not like you're being rocked around, no. You can see
Okay.
that shapes and images are shifting, and especially when it moves, it's pretty disorientating. But very similar to a ride that would spin in circles. You kind of get that visual effect as it's moving, and all these fractal images keep changing over and over from the cut of the gem. But you don't feel any kind of push or shove inside of it.
Oh yeah,
Can I try to cast Eldritch Blast and see if maybe it'll break it?
So you can try. You can try lots of stuff.
Let's find out. That's a natural 1.
When you
For
go
a
to
total of 7 to hit.
when you go to cast the spell, even the summoning of the weave itself seems to be out of your grasp. Almost as if magic just doesn't work inside of here.
Oh. Oh no. Well, then I'm useless.
I just start banging on it harder.
Cricket holds it up and goes, I got it.
I wonder. I gotta break this full screen just because that does not work for what I wanted to do. I'm just seeing something. And I don't have anything that would be able to work for this. Actually, I wonder. Touches. I looked down at Cricket and kind of yelled down the hallway. Well, I don't got anything that would be able to remove any magic from this yet. I mean, I don't even have it, you know, someone be able to break curses. If this is a curse. I have an idea. I have an idea. Just because I'm crazy. I look at Cricket and I go, can you slide that gem down the hallway to us?
I mean, I can. I'm not sure if it'll... Do you think it'll break?
Maybe just put it on the ground and slide it. I don't think it will.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope you don't get sucked into it. And she'll go ahead.
It's already expelled or
Wait.
already used, so.
Wait. And she looks at it. She looks at you, and she walks through the hall, like through the narrow passage, and she just hands it to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold it in my fist that isn't, you know, I've got the one that's still clasped.
Mm-hmm.
And just for sanity checks, the ring, I'm just gonna put my ring up against it, just to see if it does anything.
1 second. I said 1 second just because.
Even though I know what the,
Go ahead.
even though I know what the ring is for, I'm just gonna try it. It doesn't hurt. Well, it could. I don't know.
Could. Lots of things could hurt. Okay, so there might have been a little bit of lag there for everyone, but here you go. Okay. The Cricket is now out here with you.
Mm-hmm.
You hold your ring up to it, and nothing happens.
Well, it was worth a shot. Figured, what's the worst that could happen? I get sucked in too? Then at least Jubilee will have a friend in there. Maybe.
Is on the sides of these gems, do they look unique at all? Or is it like the same all the way around?
Same all the way around. So I don't know what it's called, a princess cut or whatnot, but
Yeah.
like that stereotypical, like traditional gem cut, right?
Yeah,
the
that's a
different
princess
cuts on
cut.
top. So it looks very much like that, but the size of a small ball. Like it
Right.
sits in her two hands pretty well. But yeah, just a typical cut. And as each of you look in it, you can also see Jubilee.
Kind of want to just break it, but I feel like that would not be the best solution.
The other idea I have, so, this here. I look at Rhea, I'm like, you want to hold this quickly and just, you know, trying to still kind of hide. I'm still acting like I wanted this to be like, you know, I don't want him to know yet that this hand is clenched and I can't unclench it.
Mhm.
So, hey Ryu, can you hold this quickly? And I hand him the gem, and I grab that black obsidian dagger that I just found.
Yep.
Again, I don't know that it's not magical, so why not? And I'm just trying to touch that maybe the elemental properties of that dagger. You know, all the carvings and stuff that you said would have some releasing effect.
Mhm.
You know, young dumb.
So you're just touching it
Dwarf.
to it, or you're striking it?
Yeah. I'm touching it too with all four, you know, with the elemental symbols, because you see they were all drawn down the hill
Yep.
all the way.
Oh yeah. So you touch the dagger to the gem, and just by touching it, nothing appears to happen.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I put the dagger back in my bag.
You know, it is a
definitely
shame.
Not something I'd expect.
I bet that Jubilee probably has a dispel magic. None of you do.
Nope.
Negative.
You say that like I'm really smart when I pick my spells, because I definitely don't have that.
Oh, man.
I have detect magic.
I bet she has it. That is such a shame she's inside of here.
Can I
Because-
try detect magic? I'm sure.
You can try.
Because I know my Eldritch Blast didn't work, but I also rolled really bad, so I'm gonna try detect magic and see what happens.
You cast detect magic. You focus in on it and go to harness the weave again, and you just feel like everything has just been disconnected.
You get 3/4 of the way through the AOL dial-up sound, and then it stops working.
Bad memories. Bad memories. Bad memories. Well, I think we may have to go down to the basement.
Yeah, I'm not just being quiet. I'm just trying to think of solutions here. This is a tough one.
Watch it be one of those where we have to go up to one of the stone golems and put it in the stone golem's hand.
Doesn't have an element or anything though with it.
And if you put it back on the wall, it's not helpful.
We haven't tried that.
And audio doesn't travel through the gem either. Oh. We'll say audio can travel one way. So, Jubilee, you can hear them, but again, just like the visual is fragmented. And like fragmented with an echo. So it's just as disorientating and not very helpful.
So Jubilee knocks on the gem, like if anyone's looking at it. She's just trying to get
You
somebody's
guys can
attention.
see her look, but you can't hear her.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you put me in the gem on the wall?
And I'm looking at that going, oh, smash the gem against the wall?
Okay, but
Sure.
place the gem gently on the wall, like this. Boop.
Okay, so take it in my hands and smash it against the wall again.
Is that what you tried to do?
I mean, I don't think so because I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But like, as I'm trying to like interpret her sign language, I'm going, this doesn't.
I look at Ryu, I'm like, is that really what she's saying? Smash the gem? We just took her off the wall. Why
Well,
would she want to
I
go
mean-
back on
I
the
mean-
wall?
She's just showing the gem in her hands and then it's flat against the wall. I don't. What?
Oh.
Or put the gem with me in it, in the the golem statue. I don't know how to sign that.
Okay, so
Hey,
it looks like she wants to put the gem on the ground.
no.
Actually, let's try to make this. Let's have fun with this. Jubilee,
Yeah.
no audio. Just
Let's mute her.
Well, I mean, so yeah, they can't hear me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm like trying to mouth it.
I understand. And
Oh, you want me to make no sound?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me just turn my mic off. Hold on, because I'm gonna start.
Yeah, because like you can talk like you're actually in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, me, Gem. Okay, got that. Carrie, I think.
She trying to do a silhouette of something?
I'm seeing like Carrie Gem. I don't know. Carrie Gem. That's all I'm getting.
It's almost like she's trying to draw like, with her hands armor.
Yeah, she's saying
Okay,
put
hand?
something in the hand. Put something in the hand. Ah. Circular hand. As Vantler, you take a look at this. What do you think she's saying?
Well, she's almost like it's almost like she's trying to draw like a statue or like armor or put it in
Hold
the
on, hold
armor's
on.
hand.
Rory, can Jubilee hear us?
She can hear you, but it's fragmented and echoing. So, like,
Okay.
it's really thick. Think of like really thick paned glass or a real thick door, so
Got
it
it.
has a muted sound, and then it's like an echo. So it's difficult to make out. But
Yeah.
so there's always a lot of room for misunderstanding on her side, even though she can actually hear.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not that you guys know that, but for you, Jubilee, that's how it's very distorted.
So, you two, Gem, walk,
Walk.
armor, statue. Okay.
Does she want us to bring it to like the werewolf? The were-rat?
No, I think we've killed those golems that we just fought. I wonder if she's trying to symbol that. The three caskets that we just passed, Rory, is there a statue coming out of the walls like they have in previous areas?
Go ahead and turn to the distortion off. Say that to me again.
Oh, sorry.
I like
let's
it. It's
reset
great
this.
for when you're talking to Jubilee.
Okay, that better?
Yes.
So we just passed 3 or 4 coffins. Was there any golems like out of the walls where like?
Do you mean if you take a few steps back and you check,
Yeah.
you look around this corner here?
Yep.
What you're gonna see is two statues over here.
I'm gonna take the gem up to those 2 statues, and I want to see how their hands are.
Okay. You walk around the corner with the gem. Rihu, do you follow him?
No.
Okay. Likewise, Cricket is also going to stay. She'll come to the corner here and watch, but she does not necessarily want to go.
Oh,
up
wait.
to those.
And maybe I'll just ask the Cricket this, but I mean, if you can answer for her. Was there anything in that room that they were in? Where, like, because I don't want to walk, I can't obviously walk back there. But was there anything in the were-rat's nest room?
Oh, there was lots of stuff. They had different
it-
vials of stuff. They
Was there
had.
anything on the walls?
I wasn't necessarily looking for that. I saw some kind of. I think there was some weapons in there. I think there were some boxes, like some chests in there. There's definitely some vials in there. Lots of bedding, like hay stuff, straw.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I was just thinking of if there was anything in that room where you're supposed to like put the gems to like deactivate them.
Hmm. Interesting idea. While you're talking about that, Vantalord, when you walk up to these two statues, you see them holding their shields, like they are here. There's nowhere that looks like it's not a handout or a hole in the chest or anything, as far as an obvious place to put them.
Can I yell down the hallway to ask Raja to look around the room since he's still in there to see if there looks like there's any spot for a gem?
Absolutely.
We'll do that.
You yell out to him, and he starts looking around the room. As he does, he starts walking. He starts walking.
Sorry, the number
around.
5.
Yes, just so you guys know, the rooms now, or the areas, are numbered, just for some easier reference for you guys. He starts looking around, and he notes that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in here. That there's the vials that were talked about. But as far as things on the wall, he's looking around, and I don't see anything that would be in that specific. And he starts to chat with the individuals here. One of them not feeling so great, extremely like major stomach pains. The others say that he is quite hungry. He hasn't eaten in a long time, and he's taken a few bites of the ration that Raja gave. But
I threw rations.
Oh,
it
it was you.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's taken some of that, but a lot of food right now is just not gonna help. Like, it has to be slow. So he's trying to just munch on that. The others are more aware of that. They've only given him a little. Otherwise, he'd definitely eat it all. And then the others start talking to him, and you can clearly hear the conversation, especially in these hallways. Well, we're not sure of any particular one. If so, we'd figured out how to let the other guy out of the other gem, but we're not even sure if he's still alive in there. It's been a few years that he's been in there. I'm not sure if there's anything in particular. There's no holes on the walls in here.
And I mean, I can hear him. Like, I'm sure I can't really make out completely what they're saying, but I can hear like the voices.
Oh, I mean, they're just at the other end of this. You know, it's only 40 feet or so.
I just want to yell down the hallway too. You know, is there any place else in this building that you can think of?
Well, we tried to not go very far. There's a bit of a passage to the lower section. Depending on how it is sounding at the time, sometimes we'll try to venture down. It is often our only source of water. There's a spot further down that has water, but our numbers have extremely decreased because it's not uncommon for someone to not come back from there.
How do you get water from down there?
Well, you see this area that you're in, you just go around the corner, head down a long corridor, take a right, and then soon after that you'll find the water. But there are many things, I don't even know what to call them anymore, in the way. And then if you wake them, or if they're there, then it is quite hard to get back. This has proven to be a safe place. Whether the creatures are too big to get through, or they're somehow repelled from here, I'm not sure. But We have managed to be safe as long as we're here, except that then hunger and death follows us. So there might be something down there. I guess if you would like, though, perhaps you fuck out the other one and break that one and see what happens.
And potentially kill your friend.
Well, I don't even know if he's still alive. He's been in there for quite a few years. He could die upon exiting. He could already be dead.
Could I ask Cricket to see if she'd like to go and pry out the other gem?
She doesn't exactly like the idea of what might come of it. But at the same time, she just, I mean, I don't know what choice we have. If we break Jubilees and we're wrong, then she dies, and I guess at least he might already be dead. So I suppose I could.
Let's back up a second. We took out one gem already that didn't have Jubilee. We didn't break it. We just want to make sure that she could pull it out without breaking it. Then we took out Jubilees. So we actually have one other gem. So why do we need to take out a third gem when we already have two? One
We
with
only have
Jubilee that we
Jubilees
can
out.
see.
Yeah, we only took
No,
one
we-
out, I'm pretty sure.
I thought we took out two for sure.
We ended the last one with her trying to get it out.
So I have notes that she tried to pull out one gem that Jubilee was not in. She was able to get that out using
Oh, well
both
then you have
hands,
them
and
both out.
it was, yeah, because the gems were the size of this.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
then you
but
have
we
them
didn't-
both out. You have
Do
the
we know
one
if
with
it's the one that was undarkened though?
Yes, it was one that someone had already been sucked into.
Okay, so you already have it.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Hey,
we
yay
could
for notes.
we could break this one if that's what you all are wanting to do. I
It
don't-
makes sense in my brain.
Okay.
Well, can we look into it? Because we can see Jubilee in this one. Can we look into that one to see if we see the...
Oh, that's a smart idea. And she puts Jubilees in her pack, and as she's walking towards you, Rihu, she puts the one in her pack and she hands you the other one.
Okay. Oh, look into the gym, obviously.
As you look into it, and Vantalord, are you still over by the statue?
No, I came back. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue.
As you look into it, you see an individual in there as well. He looks to be laying down.
Signs of movement.
Say that again.
Do I see any signs of movement? Sorry, I'm coughing a bit.
Just looking into it, you don't see signs of movement. You're also not seeing a you're seeing a human, a person, skin, flesh, everything, meat, but not moving. Just it looks to be laying down.
Stuck in there for a few years, so I don't know whatever we're gonna do is gonna cause much harm. I don't have very like sharp weapons or anything. I'm just trying to think of like breaking this gem.
I say let's just find a rock and smash it.
You don't have anything like a say paladin type blessings you could try to put on this?
No, I was already looking for it.
Okay.
That was
Well, let's go to Jubilee's first idea, which is smashing it against the wall.
Yep. Sounds
Did they
good to me.
just say smash it against the wall? I definitely didn't tell them to smash it against the wall. I really hope that I'm just mishearing what they're saying right now because I don't think I said that. It does sound really
Yes.
muffled, baby. That's not what they said.
Oh, we're smashing it against the wall.
Cricket reaches out and casts guidance on you as you go to smash it. Which
Alright,
one
I
are you
will-
smashing?
The non-Jubilee gem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you take that one, and you find there's a large set of stones behind you there. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Right. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Fingers pulled back. You got a nice grip on the top of it as you strike the bottom point against the stone. Roll. Roll a d6.
6. 2.
That's how
Two.
many points of bludgeoning damage you take. No.
So you slam it against the stone, and it slightly chips at the bottom, the very tip of it. So some damage is caused, but the whole thing hasn't broken.
I'm gonna look around. Is there like a large? I'm assuming there's a big piece of stone on the floor
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll just pick up one of those and try and smash the gem underneath that.
Okay. You take it and you slam the stone down on top of the gem. Go ahead and roll a d12.
Oh, throwing me off here. Alright. Rolled a 9.
9. First time was a 2. So you take the stone, slam it down on top of the gem. The stone itself, rather thick. It had a lot of weight to it even when you picked it up. You slam it down on the gem. The stone cracks in half, just falling to both sides of the gem. As in the gem, you begin to see lines appear all around it. Those lines begin to radiate a red light.
Okay.
Suddenly, just the whole gem shatters in a bit of an explosion. In a flash, the gem is replaced with a body.
Ah. First off, just want to check to see if this person is alive or dead.
Alright, you reach down, you check for a pulse, and you do feel a pulse. Although he is still laying there, just...
I'm gonna yell down to ask Raja to see if his friends can help him.
What do you mean help him? How can we... What is...
Food, water care?
Raja's back there relaying, or just back there as its communications being relayed. When you say food and water, they look at each other like...
Well, we gave him food.
There's this clear, like, Raja is seeing this clear hesitation that we just got food and now we have another person to feed. You can bring him back here. Perhaps we just need to let him rest or something. Is
I
he...
can't bring him back there.
Before he comes back, I'm just gonna do lay on hands. I'm gonna heal him for say 2 hit points just to see if that does anything.
You lay on hands and a warm wave of energy flows through him. He just kind of curls back up. And, like he gives a bit of a stretch, but goes back to laying there.
I'm gonna ask Cricket if she can help to bring him back into that room because I can't go past those gems.
You know, it would be very helpful if you guys could just bring him through here. But yes, I will go ahead again and bring him through here. And just like the first one that you encountered, she pulls him along the ground and lays him down on one of the beds.
And I'm gonna go, Vandalord, we know what to do. Hand me
Yep.
the other gem.
Yep. I take the gem for Rihu, and I'm gonna go find the biggest boulder I can find. And I'm gonna put the gem on the ground, and I'm gonna use the biggest boulder I can find to smash the gem.
So, where do you want to go to find this boulder? You do have the big stones, boulders, sure, in front of you, but they're massive. You're not moving these ones. You got a lot of crumbled, large
I'm thinking
rocks. I mean, they're
Well, I'm gonna
They're
say
big.
though, be careful with a big piece because we don't want her to like pop out of the gem underneath a boulder.
so. I'm kind of assuming those boulders that are to the front of us, to the left,
over here.
I can see. Yep. I'm gonna look for a boulder in there that's about the size of my head.
Okay. When you head this way to find a large boulder, large rock, small boulder, you do notice to the right a very large, an encroachment of large dry bushes, sticks, some kind of compilation of nesting, as well as an actual nest itself. Very, very large in size. And to your left, you do find a rock about the size of your head. There's a handful of them over here.
When I look at the nest, do I recognize what type of nest it could potentially be?
You can roll a nature check.
Okay. Do. 18.
18. No, not really. It's made in a very unconventional way.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that in my head for right now. I'm not gonna relay that to Ryu quite yet. But I'm gonna find out, like I said, that boulder that's just a hair larger than my head.
Mhm.
And then once I do, I'm gonna put Jubilee's gem down on the ground, and then I'm gonna take the boulder and literally hit the gem as hard as I can with the boulder.
Okay. 1 second.
Speaking of birds that have nests, I got one on my bird feeder. It's got gold feathers on him.
Yep. Wait, pursue that idea. Okay. Sorry, Skylar just popped in. He won't be in this game. He's actually going to help cover a shift at work. What was the last thing you just said? I kind of got thrown off there.
Big boulder, size
Big
of my
boulder,
head, a little
that's
bit bigger
right.
than this.
Yes.
Yep.
Jubilee. The gem is laid down. Fragmented, you see not one Vantalord. You see 20 Vantalords, right? Through each cut of this gem, you see 20 Vantalords in a circle and one Vantalord in the center. Likewise, you see these 21 stones being lifted. Roll a d20, Vantalord.
A 19.
19.
Good dice.
Roll
I'll put you there so
a-
I don't waste you.
A d12.
That's this guy. That's a 10.
10. Okay. With that, the stone slams down on the gem. Again, the stone, the massive pressure on such a fine point cracks this rock in half. The gem, all these lines creating this red glow illuminating out of it. The whole thing shatters. A flash erupts and is replaced with Jubilee.
Oh, okay.
As I see this, I'm just gonna yell down, "Wow, Jubilee, you're so much smarter than I would have given you credit for. I had no idea that all we simply had to do was smash it against the wall like you were telling us to do, and it would have come out. How did you know that?"
I don't know. It was just a feeling that I had that maybe that was a good idea. I didn't say smash it. I said put it in the golem's hand. Or put it on the wall. I thought
Well,
this was
you
gonna
just-
kill me.
Oh,
We just took you out of the wall.
Yeah, I know, but maybe I had to get put back once I went in, and then maybe I popped back out. But apparently, all you had to do was smash me.
Well, I guess dwarves aren't the only things that get smashed.
Well, at least I'm out. So what can I help with? Also, thanks for saving me. You definitely didn't have to. I feel like you really haven't known me very long, and you were just like, let's get this girl out of the gym.
Strength in numbers.
That's fair.
I would much rather have greater numbers. So, yeah.
Jubilee, you do recall running down this hallway with Cricket, and then being sucked into the gem. So that is
So what's been going on since I've been stuck in there?
Well, we found that there may be
I mean,
a downstairs area where potential something's happened. We don't know what, but there's water downstairs.
I mean, I know we're last session, Julie. By the way, you haven't been stuck in there that long. It's been like maybe a few minutes.
Oh, it feels like
Yeah.
a lifetime.
Cricket yells, it seems like the one in here is moving a bit. And Raja yells, yeah, he got some sleep. We haven't slept in a while. Is that just me?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
My
Do we
whole
need to
sense of
sleep?
day and night is off in here.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
hard to tell what time it is or how much time has passed.
As you're saying that, I'm gonna slowly kind of sneak away and go investigate that nest while they're trying to relay what's going on.
Okay. And hey, Mr. Sloth, man, thank you for this resub. So you're gonna head down there as they're talking. You guys see him walk away. Does anyone want to follow him randomly walking away? Or do you tell him something to not make it so random?
I'm just gonna tell them, I just want to. It looked like we're towards the end of the tunnels. I'm just gonna go verify that we don't have any other stone golems that were gonna surprise us.
Oh, do you want someone to go with you?
I didn't see anything. It's just around the corner. Maybe you and Ryu and Cricket can figure out what's going on with these people.
All right, if you really want to go by yourself.
I'm gonna be within shouting range. I promise.
Okay.
Raja yells out as Vantalord's taking off. What about if we, Cricket was able to pull that one out. What if Cricket just pulled the rest of them out?
Like all the gems?
Yeah, that way you could walk through. I mean, if she pulled them out, then they wouldn't be a problem.
I'm gonna say, yeah, but what if these gems are what provides these people this safe space?
You see you see it in his mannerisms of his face, but you know, Rihu, you know that nonetheless there's a twinkle in Raja's eye of not like he doesn't care about them, but like I'm gonna throw a Satari egg in my backpack. Like a little bit of that that freeness and careless of him. I mean, you could stay out there. I'm in here and I'm safe, but we could keep them safe if we're in here with them.
How high are they on the wall?
About 5 feet.
Okay, we might be able to like kind of army crawl underneath them essentially. Slide underneath.
AK Mantle would just be able to walk right underneath them.
But I also don't really want to get trapped in that crystal. Decisions.
Raja. So when I got distracted, Skylar's, like I said, he's gonna go cover a shift for work. Threw out some ideas. So literally from Skylar. What about if? Okay, just hear me out. We could pull the stones, and then you can come in, and we could lay the stones back down, and then they're safe. Well, maybe if they still work, but they would be safe. Or we could even take them with us when we go places. And, maybe use them if we needed.
Interesting idea. Kind of. Wife walked in the room right as I started talking. She forgot we were on D&D. All right. What? I kind of like that idea. Like being in this moment, I feel like being selfish. Like we should potentially take these gems with us. I think they could be a good tool.
Is that what you'd like me to do? Says Cricket. Yes, no?
I don't want to make the final decision because if it's a bad one, then I don't want it to be my fault.
And of course, I'm not hearing this conversation at all.
Well, let's take
Or
them
if I am,
out.
it's echoing.
Let's take them out of the wall for now, and put them in a bag, and we'll decide what to do with them later.
Okay. We are going to. I just got a message. We are going to take. Sorry for this, guys. We're going to take a short minute break. Well, you guys decide on this. We're going to take a. I'm going to hope a 10-minute break. So we're going to take it early tonight. So we'll be right back. Sorry for the randomness of this. Did you say you're going to pull the gems or no, though?
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to pull the gems, put them in
So
a bag.
Cricket will go up to the gems and start working on that, and we are going to take our 10-minute break.
Alrighty then.
As always, the mics will still stay hot, and I will be right back.
Just like the players, still staying hot. smashing things with a stick. We had to smash a gem with a giant rock. Why is there no music playing? I just realized something. You'd think that for a 10-minute break we'd have some sort of music. What does everyone else think about that? Oh, hi, Ryder. This is weird, like, yeah. The "We'll Be Right Back" screen literally has no audio other than our voices, like not even background music.
Ooh, weird spooky voices.
Does your shirt
They
say
don't get much
pretend I'm a
spookier than
tiefling?
yours. Hey,
Taylor?
you know,
Huh?
Does your shirt
that was
say
my first
pretend I'm a
character.
tiefling?
It does.
Impressive.
So
It's not
Vantilord
appropriate for
1.0
this game, but I was playing a tiefling this morning.
Uh,
So actually, I did it on purpose. I have my tiefling shirt on for Magdalena, who I was playing this morning, and then my Jubilee. Oh man, my like Harlequin pants
Yep.
as I slide away from my desk.
Is Sunday
Vantilord
just D&D
1.0
day
was a
for you?
tiefling.
What happened?
Sorry, you go ahead, Ryder.
Say, is Sunday like a D&D day all day for you?
So usually I play my other game on Saturday, but we switched it to Sunday this week. So it's been a whole lot of D&D today.
Gotcha.
Okay. So my friend Mike does 3D printing, and he 3D printed Vantilord 1.0, who's a tiefling paladin, when we first started playing at Rory's, when I was first learning D&D. This is Vantilord 1.0 3D printed at 400% scale.
Oh, wow. Look at that big ass shield.
Yeah. I have a couple of smaller ones that I painted that were actually like 2 scale, but they're literally like half the height.
Yeah, they're usually so little. Really, really little. Actually, I printed a bust a while back of my original dwarf barbarian that I played, and then I painted her. I love her.
Okay. So here's the size comparison. So that's the mini that we used at Rory's game.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one's like a standard size mini, isn't it?
This one is a standard size mini. This one is not.
Yeah, I don't know what this was printed at because this is the model from the original mini, just like blown up a lot.
That looks like it's like 400 or 500% scale easily. But yeah,
At least, yeah.
but yeah. So my buddy Mike literally printed one to our scale for the 1 inch by 1 inch boards for the 5 foot, and then he printed this one as like a, just as a monster. And I was almost thinking about with my in-game using this as a monster at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably fit a 3x3 grid. Be the big bad evil. I think that'd be fun.
Do it.
So come across a giant tiefling that stands 20 feet tall with an attitude to match.
Oh yeah.
It's like so in my garage, so my buddy Mike that does 3D printing, he gave me a Darth Vader statue that stands 3 feet tall. The only thing it doesn't have is the lightsaber. and I kind of want to see if I can find it and equip this lightsaber on this massively tall Darth Vader.
So how tall? Well, that'd be slightly shorter than him, right? Like 2.5 feet ish.
So this is your Vader? Were you talking?
Well, so if the thing is 3 feet tall already, how long would the saber be?
3 feet, 3 to 3.5 feet.
Ginormous.
So, yeah, because most sabers are like I've got. this one that's actually a little bit undersized for me. Actually brought it to a Halloween costume at Rory's. Wearing full Yoda. Oh, I gotta recharge the
Full
batteries on it.
Yoda.
Yeah, I actually showed up as Qui-Gon Jinn, I should say, not Yoda. That following weekend, I was at a Halloween thing in town, and one of the guys I bowl with had the same exact lightsaber, and we ran into him at the church, and we got into a lightsaber battle mid parking lot in the church.
Oh.
It was great.
Okay, I am back.
Okay, why is my graphics card not showing up yet? I know Amazon, you're slow, but for the love of Pete.
Back.
Good, Royce, meet you back.
Well, I mean, kind of. Take it Katie's not here yet. I haven't seen anything
Nope.
from her yet.
No.
Okay.
And
Skylar.
unfortunately, we can't see the waiting room, so.
Nope, she's not there.
We'll get a notification if something pops up.
Do we? I did not know that.
Yeah, if you're looking at Zoom, it'll show up at like the bottom of the screen that says that she joined the waiting room.
Oh, cool. Cool beans. Iced coffee. Coffee's a bean. I need to put that on a t-shirt. That, this is iced coffee instead of cool beans.
Or there should be like a coffee shop that only sells iced coffee called Cool Beans.
Yes.
Only cold brew.
Yes. I say I've shown you my custom coffee cup that has the coffee bean bench pressing, right? And I have
No,
a shirt
I don't
that
think
matches
so.
Yes.
I feel like that coffee shop is a good way to go out of business in a hurry.
Probably.
So
The brew do you even lift?
I will be slightly distracted, but we can keep going. So Skylar went in the ditch.
Oh,
Do you need to go?
oh no.
No, I mean like he's okay. He was going.
Rory, if you, oh my God.
I can't get to him.
Hmm.
I don't have. He has one of the two cars. Becca has the other car, so I can't get to him.
I say I'm close enough with my Jeep, and Ryder's got his Bronco. Between the two of us, we could probably pull him out.
Oh no, we got someone coming that can pull him out or
Okay.
pull out the car. He's got a ride to work, and we're gonna get the car pulled out.
Oh, my Lanta. Snowmageddon, I swear.
Yeah.
Is
well,
it
that
snowing
and-
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the first
Oh.
major snowstorm we've had all year.
A lot. It's like they're saying it's supposed to be like 16 to 30 inches between like the next couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
What
had-
a
okay.
what a range, right? 6 and 30.
Yeah.
No, 16 to 30 is what I've been hearing.
Still.
We've had it. So
What a range.
Taylor, we've had a total of 2.2 inches of snow all season. Total. Normally
Until
by this
now.
time we've had, normally this time of year, all the combined snow has been like 100 inches typically of all combined snowfall
Lord.
before it compacts. So we've had a very weird winter.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like, it's not snowing here, but I'm in Virginia and it went from 65, 70, 79 a couple days ago, and now it's like 45. It's freezing. Well, not literally freezing, but it's very cold overnight.
The temperature stopped like it saw a cop. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It slammed on the brakes and now it's going under the speed limit.
Yeah, we had a stretch where like for 4 or 5 days it was in the 60s, and then like the next day went down to like the teens overnight.
Yeah. And it's like I don't
Like-
know what to wear anymore because in the morning it's 25 degrees, and then by like 3 o'clock in the afternoon it's 75, and then
Someone-
at night it's
like-
19 again.
Mother Nature needs to be put back on her meds. Give me back the spring. Like it was to the point
So-
where I could have mowed my lawn.
My brother actually did mow his lawn in December. So we can hop back in
Okay.
to the game.
Yes.
We can hop back in, and let's play for. Thank you, and glad you are safe. Just remember, it's winter. It's slushy rain.
Mm-hmm.
Drive slower than you think.
It's raining
I
where you're.
suppose say how much do we want to do with 2 people kind of out? It seems.
Yeah, I mean we can. If you guys want, we can continue forward. And if something
I want to investigate this nest.
big comes up, then I mean, yeah,
Okay.
all that stuff you guys can do.
Yeah.
If you get to a point where you're like, we should probably wait, then let's go ahead. But I have 45 minutes before the tow truck arrives, so.
Yeah,
about the
but
rest of the foot?
seriously,
Just
no
the toe?
stress. If you're like, good lord, I'm so distracted and I have so much going on, like we're
I
not
just
gonna.
had to deal
Yeah.
with all the messages. At first, I thought he was literally just across the road from where I live, so I was gonna run over to him, but he's
Hmm.
like a mile away.
Oh yeah.
So he's got a ride to work, and he's safe, and we got a vehicle coming, a friend to come to pull out the car. So
You just probably got to be ready for that point. Got it.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
That's why I got to end early.
It's all good.
Whatever you gotta do, family first.
Well, let's get a good 30 minutes in there. at
Yeah,
least.
heck yeah. So action, action, action. Let all the things happen. Let's switch over our screens. So Cricket goes to the center. To pull out each of the stones, correct? That was each of the gems? That was final
Yes.
decision? Okay. She, one by one, starts to, with a dagger, try to pry these out. Rihu, go ahead and roll for her first. Roll a d20.
7.
7. She's having a real hard time getting that dagger under that stone. This one seems to be really tucked in there. Go ahead and roll one more time.
Alright, we rolled a 14.
Okay. She's able to finally find a spot, and she's wiggling and wiggling. And it pops out. Vantalord, go ahead and roll the next one.
What's that? You want me to roll a 1?
You could.
16.
16. She's able to figure out how to place that dagger this time. She grabs the spot and pops it out. She puts both of these in her pack. She moves to the third one.
You know,
Start-
not to
What's that?
distract too much. Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you in the middle of your sentence there. What I was going to say is, I'm pretty sure this is a very important role, and I'm pretty sure Cricket would want to use her "Let's make a deal."
I can feel Katie fuming from a bajillion miles away.
Don't worry. We already know Taylor still has her nat 1 coming.
Yeah.
Tom, I rolled a 19.
I'm sorry I couldn't help it because Ryder brought it up.
Why would you do that?
Because it's funny.
I rolled so high.
Fortunate for you, this is Katie's role and not Jubilee's
Haha.
role.
Ah,
That is hilarious, though. She's getting pretty used to this now, and she finds a quick spot on this one and pops this one out, sticks the third one in her pack. Fourth one, same thing, 18 on the die. She's got a real good handle on this now. She takes that fourth one and works the dagger around it a little bit, and pops it out and sticks the fourth one in her pack. Oh, and Vandalord, you traveled down here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, all this is taking place. Vandalord, you travel down this passage.
Yes.
You find this collection of large sticks, branches, and emitting Katie now. If you want to drop your iPad.
Oh, yeah.
You find this collection of large branches, sticks around this nest. This nest, Vandalord, is massive. You very easily fit into this nest. Go ahead and tell me what you do. Oh, and when you're looking this way, you see this, and I gotta take this call. But you continue. What do you do?
I know, as you know, as I'm looking at the nest from a distance, you said I really didn't recognize it. But as I get closer, I'm hoping that based on the size that it rings like, you know, we saw the griffin at the circus with its big nest and all that. It brings back memories of just being able to see that griffin the first day that we met Cricket, you know, as we were talking through all that. Like you said, as I look to the left, I see that other passageway.
He's got a ride.
I'm gonna
Mom's
continue
giving
just,
him a ride.
you know, I want to continue investigating down that way, but I want to
Say
be
that again?
close enough where if I yell, they can hear.
It's in the ditch. Eric and I are gonna pull it out.
Just
I was
because I
gonna
did
start-
tell them.
You're probably gonna start getting some pretty far away. I mean, like that's.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Can I just
But-
say also how weird it is that like you were talking about the griffin and the circus, and like I know what that is, but Jubilee doesn't
Yeah.
know what that is anymore.
Yeah, I know.
And that's still so weird to me.
I know. That's the reason why I said, you know, when we first met Cricket,
Mm,
because for you, like,
yeah.
not remembering you from the circus.
And
So-
Cricket, just so you're aware, you were taking some gems out of the wall. We had to roll for you. Decided that was uber important and used your let's make a deal on that. So good luck with your.
No face.
We
You-
did
you
not
needed it.
actually do that.
You're muted, Katie.
You're still muted. Your headset. Check your headset.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say I feel like other people can't do let's make a deal for somebody.
Yeah.
You're correct.
No, Rory decided, hey, well, listen, it's because Tom decided to use Jubilees too on my 19 that I rolled for you. And then he said, oh, let's use Jubilees now. And Rory made the executive decision that you can only use let's make a deal for the person that's rolling. The person has to roll their own roll.
That makes sense.
Just thought it was
Pretty sure.
funny. That's all, you know. Me, as everyone knows, I've got the worst sense of humor on the planet.
I mean, let's be honest. Do we think Cricket cares about this person she just met 2 days ago to make a deal with the devil? That's a strong relationship. Very quick forming.
Uh-huh.
Vandalord, did you say you're continuing down?
Yeah, I want to kind of continue down. You know, I know sitting in that giant nest, you know, I was just going that it, you know, brought back the memory of when we first met Cricket, freeing that griffin at the circus.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the overall size of it. But like you said, I kind of see the stairway leading down, and I want to just go investigate. But I'm hoping that I can be close enough where they can still hear me. But I have a feeling I'm not gonna too. So I'm just investigating,
Okay.
causing some chaos. Why not split the party?
At this point, Cricket is on her second gem. As you split off from the group fairly soon. Currently, Cricket is in the process of that second out of 4 gems. Currently, Cricket, you have all 4 of these gems that were in the wall in your pocket. 2 of them, the one that was previously had someone in it, and the one that Jubilee, those are both broken. And you have 4 of them in your pocket, in your pack. So at this moment, she is on the second one, prying that out. Vandalord, as you approach this area, you see a few things in here. Overall, just the the warmth that comes from this room. It's got a very not a bad smell, but a very kind of humid, naturey. There's life in this room. Juxtaposed to that, you do see skeletons in this room as well. Bones on the far side and a skeleton in armor on this side.
I want to go investigate the armor.
Okay.
I want to see what type of it, just see if there's any like coin on it, or any other daggers or weapons.
Okay. You step into this room. Within the room, you see another skeleton on the other side. Lots of foliage, grass. Like many of the walls in this area, the rock has crumbled in. You see trees in here even. The whole room seems to give off some kind of light. As you look at the armor, it looks like it's definitely been here quite a while. It's not completely decomposed, but it's not in the best shape. You see in this armor, you see punctures that clearly something had punctured through it. And it has a lot of dings in it. It does look to be a breastplate.
On the skeleton, is there any coin bags?
As you
Or is
are,
it just...
yeah, as you're looking, let's see. On him, you do find a well beaten up sword. It's a long sword. Definitely has taken a few hits, and you do find 5 gold on him.
I'm gonna make mental note of the long sword and all that, just in case I need to use it for prying anything, 'cause that way I don't beat up my sword anymore. And I also want to go investigate that other, just to see what's on it as far as coin and weapon. Trying to know what I have for resources should anything be needed.
Okay. You head over to the other side. Same thing, same kind of damage on this one. There is a puncture on it, but it also looks like the dents on this one, you can see just one after the, like they're close together, but it's in a line. If that makes sense. So like across the breastplate, think of a dent followed by a dent followed by a dent. And it is well dented in. And on
Are
this
they coming
one,
to like a tip or like a dull dent? So like you got the palm of your hand, if you push your finger in it, where it's kind of like dull, or is it very pointed and precise?
More dull. I mean, it's not round, but it's not a point like a spear.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So kind of a rounded dent.
Yep. And you likewise on him, on it, you find a long sword, also well beaten up, and you find 6 gold on this one.
As I look around the room, is there anything else worth noting other than the other skeletons that probably don't have anything around them? Like, do I see any other walkways?
So the other skeletons down here, you see that this room does continue into another room. And they are completely decomposed at the far end of this room.
I'm gonna start walking back to the group just because I want to be able to relay what I found regarding the nests and the skeletons.
Okay.
When I get back to the room, though, I'm not gonna relay that I found any gold.
Okay.
I see that look on you, Cricket.
So you return, You return right about the time that Cricket is popping out that fourth gem and sticking it into her pack.
Quick question. Did somebody pop out of the gem, the other one that supposedly had a person in it?
Correct. Yes. So the previous one, the individual seems to be is alive, laying down, but has not interacted at all. Seems to be sleeping.
Was Jubilee okay after she came out of it as well?
As
Very
far
heavily
as I
bruised.
know, I'm fine.
Famous last words.
Just don't take me seriously. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea.
And you all do
So-
what? What now?
I'm as I see her pop out that final gem, put in her bag. I'm like, well, let's see if I can get down that way, just because I want to investigate. I'm gonna take off my armor,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shimmy my way through the hallway, but I want to hopefully be pulling my armor through with me.
Mhm.
You know, like a toddler pulling his favorite toy, his stuffed animal.
Right. And you have
That's the image I wanna give
chainmail,
everyone.
correct?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have chainmail.
So as you the chainmail very easily once it's off you, that extra distance is now collapsible. You're able to squeeze through, and it is a tight fit. This is a very narrow passage, so it is pretty
Mhm.
tight for you. But you also have this innateness with the stone, right? And you're able to feel forward. You understand how to shift your body as you're pulling your chainmail, and not feeling claustrophobic at all, because this is right at home for you. Next thing you know, you are all the way across.
Well, I'm glad to see you could fit through here.
I didn't want to be pulled into one of those gems.
Well, now we know all you have to do is smash it and you'll be fine. Unless you live in there for a long time and then maybe, I don't know what happens, but...
Maybe it's like
Yeah,
a
well-
permanent, holding place. You can just stay there forever.
Like a genie's bottle. I think that's literally my
Who's
subclass.
Genie?
Rory, the other gems that I popped out that that were just blank, do they do anything? Do they glow when anybody gets close? Do they seem to be deactivated because they're not on the wall?
So once you took them out, you have them in your pack. So are you pulling them out to look at them?
Ooh. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
With Vantalord standing right next to me.
Sure, do it up. Why not?
So you go to pull that out. Jubilee and Rihu, are you traveling across?
Yeah.
Rihu? Ryder?
Oh, hold on. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
Good. For some reason, my mic was needed. Okay. Yes, I will go across.
Okay. So, Cricket, you reach into your pack, you feel around, and you find one of these four. You hear them clink, 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 kind of hitting each other, and you pull it out. And as you pull it out, you start to see it. You even feel it in your hand have this pulse to it as it begins to have this red glow to it.
As soon as I see it start to glow, I'm gonna try and cover it.
Okay. You attempt to cover it with how? How do you cover it?
Put it. I don't know if I have a jacket. I think I have overalls on, so stick it in my overalls, whatever's fast, or my pocket.
Okay. Just for sizing of it, It fits in both your hands.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That can fit in my overalls.
Yeah,
I can just drop it right there.
Okay, so you drop it into your overalls. Let's see here. In the quick roll a d20. We'll see. Roll a d20.
Oh no. Okay. Uh, 8. Just d20. No,
Eight.
don't add
Yep,
anything.
correct. Yep. So you see you feel it pulsate in your hand. It almost memorizes you for a moment, as it's the red flicker. Everyone sees it in this room. You go to shove it down your overalls. Jubilee, Rihu, Vantalord, and Raja all need to make
Uh-oh.
a
It's for science and research sake.
It's for science and research.
make a wisdom save.
Ooh. Oh, shoot.
Okay. Oh,
That's a 22 for Jubilee.
17.
17.
Okay. In that moment of shoving it down into your overalls, you see almost a what looks like a red flame as Raja, as it drops down your overalls, Raja into the gem.
Oh, come on.
Well, looks like the gems are still active even when they're not in the wall. So, I mean, we could use them for our own purposes at some point.
Kind of, I think that was our thinking when we took him out.
Right,
Yeah,
but
so
did we know for sure that they
We
weren't
did
not in
we
the
did
wall?
Not. We did not.
Now we know. We can also just leave Rajan here until we need him and then crack it like a Pokeball. Sorry, anachronism.
What's a Pokeball?
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's
it's
a
just
dish.
weird. Yeah.
Dish is best served cold.
There was this.
Well,
unique name
but
to the
okay, so
homeland.
what if so we have to break it though in order to get Raja out of it. So I don't know, I feel a little bit bad because what are we doing with it up until what if Raja needs to come out like in 20 minutes?
I look at Jubilee and I go, so what did it look like in there when I went to break yours?
It looked like there were 25 of you. And 25 stones all flying right at my face, all at the same time, at rapid speed, like I was going to be crushed. That's what it looked like.
You want to give that feeling to Raja?
No, I feel bad about it, but also I think it's the only way we can get him out.
Us again. Do you want the enjoyment of breaking something?
Well, when you put it that way, I mean, I'll break it. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna like put my hands on the gem and put my mouth real close to it. Raja, the only way that I can get you out is if I break it, but you'll be fine, so don't get scared when something looks like it's about to smash your face, okay?
Wait. This is a good question. Can he hear us?
He can,
Oh, yes.
I can hear you guys.
Oh.
But it's kind of-
We
it's
can't hear
distorted.
him.
It's
Yeah,
distorted.
if he talks, we can't hear him, but I could hear all of you.
Oh.
It just sounded like it was like very thick glass, kind of
Almost-
like you were underwater.
Almost like this.
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
This is I mean, I feel like this is very useful. But we can only do it 3 times.
I wonder. So how do we determine who gets sucked into it? Because what if we want to suck like a bad guy into it? And
Right,
hold him
maybe
there?
I could try and like direct it. Can we like create some sort of like cloth
like a
or
funnel. Oh.
Yeah, or I need like a cloth. Even if I just have like a piece of cloth or something like that, I could probably put it over it and then just like only expose it towards one person.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So like it can't see anybody else. It's just
Right.
like a cone.
Right.
Well, I have. Mister, I've got my dark blue tunic that I'm wearing underneath my chainmail. No, that's my big.
I mean, it looks like they've
Wait.
got some cloths here. Maybe we could just cut a little piece off of their bedding.
Huh. Why not? Or
Or-
I think
Wait, as she says that, I'm like, I got an idea, and I'm gonna, being that I haven't put my chainmail back on, I'm gonna quickly run back down to that nest where I saw those skeletons, and I'm gonna see if there's any cloth on there that I'm gonna take off. They don't know that I've seen this yet, so obviously, but I'm like,
Where are you
I'll be
going,
right back. Watch this.
Rantalord?
I have an idea. Give me 2 minutes.
well, I just went through my inventory to see if I had a cloth, and I don't, but I sure do have a wooden stake.
So I'm gonna go back to those skeletons, Rory. I'm gonna look for any cloth on them,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna come back.
Okay. You do that, and I'm assuming is by what you guys have said that the gem has been pulled out again, or is it still down your overalls?
Oh, yeah. After Raja got sucked in it, I think I pulled it out.
Pulled it out. Okay.
Is it dark or like like it's the same way it was when Jubilee was in hers?
Yep. It's a darker red, and you can see in there, and you see him inside there, just like looking like he's tapping on his. It almost looks like he's floating inside there. Same for Jubilee, but like he's tapping his foot. Just
Of course he is.
uh,
Points to his watch.
Vandalord, you
Patiently
take off.
waiting. Yep.
You take off and head down there. Roll a perception check.
Change
Uh-oh.
screens quickly to my. Okay. 17? Yeah, 15 plus 2 is 17. Yeah.
Okay. So you get down there and you go to one of those skeletons. You start looking around, and sure enough, it's kind of tattered. It's not the best, but it's good enough. You got this cloth that you start to pull it and get it off from underneath the damaged armor. As you're pulling it and ripping it and pulling it and getting a decent sizable piece of cloth, you hear some kind of movement from the other side of the room. You look and you don't see anything, but it sounded like something was moving on the ground, almost like I don't know how to describe it. It sounded like something was moving on the ground. Something was rolling against the stone or moving against the stone.
As I hear that, I'm literally going to run as fast as I can back to the group.
Okay.
And when I get to there, I'm going to kind of tell them that I found this room and something's moving in it. I don't know what. I didn't hear it. It was potentially big.
Well, what else did you find in that room?
Some skeletons, and it was very humid, and there was some trees, and the skeletons had some damaged armor, and I found this cloth.
Oh, cloth, great.
I told you I'd be back in a couple minutes.
I'll take the cloth and stick it in my pocket so that I can like easily pull it out to cover if we decide to use it at some point. Should we free Raja?
Yeah, I look back at Jubilee and I'm like, so you want to smash it? Otherwise, I'm going to smash it.
I'll smash it this time. You already got to smash one.
So
Do you have something for me to smash it with?
you're going to want a boulder that's about this, a little bit bigger than the size of your head.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna look for one of those.
And you do. You see plenty. Again, this room, like many of the other ones, the walls have semi-collapsed. Finding a large stone isn't overly difficult.
Okay.
What about the rest of the alphabet? Sorry.
That one got me.
And this
That
shall
was
be
good.
muted for a little bit.
So you go to smash the gem.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it over my head and go, Raja, I really hope this doesn't kill you. If it does, I'm so sorry, but it didn't last time, so we're just gonna do the same thing and hope for the same result.
I'll just go ahead and.
Okay, roll a d20.
Oh.
Let's see if you
A
smash it.
14.
Okay.
Oh god, I hope not.
You slam it down on the gem. Roll a d12.
D12.
I don't like that.
That's an 8.
8. Okay. So you slam it. Poof, it hits the stone. Or it hits the gem. The stone itself takes a big chunk out of the stone, and the gem has some massive cracks in it, but it doesn't fully break.
Oh, I was so close. And my
Here,
strength is-
Jubilee, let me help you. And I'm just gonna give her a big slap on the back and cast guidance. So you get to add a D4 to your roll.
Okay. Let's go again.
For a damage roll, correct?
Whatever roll she wants. D4 to it. Oh, actually, I should say an ability check
So is
Which
it
I
to the
see-
d20
assume-
though, or to the damage?
to the D20.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, one more time. Oh! I guess I'll add a D4. 21!
Yay!
21, okay. Roll a d... What'd I say, d12?
The D12
Yep.
got a 10.
Got a 10.
Even though
These are beefy gems.
this die looks like an 18. My 10. It just has a dot in the middle, but it looks like an 8.
So you slam that same stone down on top of it, this time splitting the stone in half. The gem, you see it as the lines begin to emanate this red glow. And the whole gem shatters.
Oh!
And in a flash, replacing the gem, Raja appears. And again, just
Raja, are you alright?
yeah, please don't do that again, though. That was
Oh, I didn't.
really
Wait,
cool,
wait.
though. I mean, everything looked really different and is weird, but you know, if we could use that later on someone, that'd be pretty cool.
Now, I feel like it has potential for being something we use on somebody we don't like, but also maybe us. Like, you could sneak somebody in a gem somewhere and nobody would know there was a person in there, and then, like, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, but
Like putting someone in timeout.
I wouldn't be able to get out. Like if you
Well,
put
no,
me
but, like-
in, I'd be stuck
Yeah, yeah,
in.
Right. But as long as somebody was able to break it and then, you know, surprise, there's another person you didn't know was here.
Do we have to break them every time? I mean, apparently Jubilee. I don't know, Jubilee. Are you able to, or are you not able to cast, like some kind of dispel, or are you able to? I can't do
Oh.
that stuff.
Well, I mean,
We were
I-
talking about it earlier.
one day, perhaps, when I feel stronger, aka I level up and I can take more spells, then I can take detect magic.
I have detect magic. Is that? Do we think?
Oh,
I don't
not
think that's
detect
just
magic. I mean dispel magic. I
dispel.
meant
Yeah.
detect magic.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna. I don't think that'll do it.
I mean, I don't even know if that would work. I just heard some of you guys can do that kind of thing. So.
Right.
Well, there's no magic from the inside either, we learned. You can't cast anything if you're in there, so you can only do it from the outside.
I don't know if I can.
I can have it eventually.
I can't.
Well, I mean, we could always. They don't really need this stuff here. One of them said that we could even have this stuff. We could go look and see what's here.
Oh, they have stuff here?
Yes, so you actually see multiple boxes along the walls, as well as the makeshift bedding that they have. And the first time that you entered here, they did talk about the vials that they have, but a little bit of a dispute occurred. But basically, that it's not good enough substance. Like, it's not nutrition to the body. It'll heal the body, but it won't feed the body.
I can do it when I get stronger too. I've been thinking really hard about it, and I just need to practice my runes a little bit more, and I should be able to do it.
Yeah, I feel like it'll just take some more time and practice and experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like if every experience that you had gave you points, then maybe I could do it soon.
Right. Yeah, like if I just like live a little bit longer in this world. You know, and I also sometimes I feel like that, you know, I do some things that maybe I would have some extra recognition for, and then I feel even like more motivated to learn things even quicker.
Right. I know exactly what you mean.
Right.
In this time, Raj has already
This
gone.
session's now gone completely off the rails.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about just learning things, obviously.
During
Just
this
like
time,
Pokeballs.
during this time,
Yes.
Raja has already gone off to start looking at things.
Rush is like, you guys are annoying. Bye.
So, remember how I was saying I went and looked at that nest, Jubilee? There's another room just to the left of it, and this nest is big enough where I could sit inside of it. But when I went down looking for cloth, there's a little room with like skeletons in it with the tree that I told you about that was really humid. There's a room past that, and something's moving. Like it was rolling around on the stone or something.
It was rolling around.
That's what it sounded like. So,
Well, we should probably finish if we're gonna take anything from here. I mean, this is kind of a nice area. It's a little bit protected. Like, I don't know how everybody's feeling right now, but if we needed to sort of sit and chat for
Take
a
a
little bit,
little-
we could take a little nap.
Oh, sleepy nap.
Halfway opening up this chest, Raja's like, "Yes, yes."
Okay.
Then maybe
it's
let's we could take a little short nap here and maybe also go through whatever stuff they have that they could part ways with.
Sounds good to me.
and then go in the rolly room.
And then go in the rolly room. Yeah.
So do each of you start looking into the boxes, and even some of
Yes.
the like?
Yeah.
The people here aren't even really fighting any of you on this. One of them, the individual that was initially attacked, was the one that was basically advocating for this anyways, and giving you some of the warnings and heads up about what little they know about the downstairs. So as each of you open up these different boxes, there's various items that are found. Who goes where? Raja's here.
Where's your mouse?
Rihu,
Oh, right there. So where did you put Raja?
here.
I want to go look at the one in the top left-hand corner.
Boom.
I'll
Poisonous
go
death.
bottom. I'll go
Wait, what?
bottom left, I
Did you
guess.
say poisonous death?
Where does Rihu go?
Bottom left, I guess that works.
Bottom left. All right. Cricket.
Upper right.
All right. Jubilee. Now, Jubilee, do you go to a box, to a chest, or do you just look around the room, or both, or you guys gonna
I
be here for a
will
bit?
do the chest first.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, Jubilee, as you are looking in the box, the chest that you're looking in, roll a d4 and then a d10.
A 4 on the D4
Okay.
And an 11 on the. Oh, you said a D10, not a D12. Whoops. And an 8 on the D10.
All right. So in here, there's a few different items. You find 15 gold
Ooh.
and 5 silver. You also
Oh,
find
nice.
what looks to be a large cloth, which initially gives you a lot of excitement. Like, here's an even better piece of cloth that you found. This cloth, though, as you pull it out, you actually see that it has a clasp in the front of it,
Oh, like a cloak.
and it looks to be a cloak.
Can I put it on and see if it does anything?
You can absolutely put it on.
Oof, she disappears.
As you put it on, you feel a little bit of like a hardiness come upon you. Not sure exactly what, but whether you're pretty sure it's not just the coziness of the cloak, that something's going on. You
Bantalord, I
feel-
suddenly feel like if you punched me in the face, it wouldn't hurt that bad.
You want to test that?
I don't think we should test it.
in there,
What?
you,
Next session, the Jubilee
Identify?
version
That would be
3.0.
nice.
Right.
in there, you also find 2 red bottles,
Ooh.
which, as common as they are in some areas, you know them to be 2 healing potions.
Just regular?
Yep.
Okay.
A Vantalord, a D4.
Okay. I hope that no one ever steps on one of these. A 2.
A 2. And roll a D10.
A 2.
Okay. When you open yours up, you find 4 bottles inside of it. You find 3 small red bottles and 1 much larger red bottle. Also commonly known. So you find 3 basic healings and 1 greater.
Ah.
You also find a mask inside of it. Looks to be wood material, clearly with a mouth and eye cut out.
I put it on. No hesitation. I put it on. And then I'm going to go to try to scare Jubilee with it.
Of course.
Because I can.
When you put it on and you walk over to Jubilee, you just have this wood mask on your face. Tell me what you're thinking about.
Oh no, I hate this.
Yeah, I hate this too.
So I'm thinking about just being a little mischievous. You know, sitting around, we have this relatively new individual with us, been with us like 2 or 3 days. She seems to have a little bit of mischievousness to her. And the other thing going in the back of my head is still that urge to want more power. So like, maybe if I scare her just a little bit, I can intimidate her.
When you think of that, who in your life do you think about? From anyone, whether you're thinking about Jubilee or you're thinking like, what's the visual person that you're thinking of?
So the visual person going through my head is my grandpa, because him as a swordsman trainer, he could strike great fear into people, but he could also strike great respect into people, depending on what was needed for training.
Okay. So, as Vantalord walks up to Jubilee, walking across the room and putting on the mask, Jubilee, he appears behind you, and you hear him coming. He's not a quiet individual.
Nope.
And you hear him, you turn around, and you go to greet him when you see the mask mold into his face and you see a completely different individual. Not completely. Relatively similar in look, but you've never seen this dwarf before.
Hey, Vantalord, what were you? You're not Vantalord, though.
Now that you've caught me off guard.
Can we help you with something?
Did Jubilee see him change or no?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
And obviously, I
23.
still recognize her as Jubilee, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What'd you get?
23.
23. Yes, in the moment before the change happened, you saw that change take place.
Okay, never mind. I take back everything I just said. Vantalord, why do you look like that?
It's just a wood mask. That's all I'm wearing is just a wood mask. I'm not that different.
No, it like molded to your face.
It's a wood mask. How can it mold to someone's
I don't-
face?
Well,
Hearing
it
them
did.
argue, I'm gonna turn around and be like, Vantalord, stop arguing with, and like turn around and not see Vantalord. Does it sound like his voice coming from this body? It does.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who are you? And why do you sound like Vantalord?
It is Vantalord. He put
I
that
am
mask on, but
Vantalord.
now his no, you're not. Can I?
No,
try to
this-
put on
you
it?
are
Does it
not
feel like
Vantalord.
skin?
Trust me, we've spent enough time together. I think I know what Vantalord looks like, and you are not him.
If I pull on it, does it feel like wood or skin?
Make a wisdom save. A wisdom intelligent wisdom save. Wisdom save. Yes, you can see past the illusion, or you can not see past it, but you can discern that it's an illusion.
I bet you would know too. Jubilee would probably know that there's like disguise self spells or like spells that can change the way you look.
Yeah.
I don't know if Cricket would know that. Maybe.
Wow,
I don't know if I.
that looks so real.
Again, I'm just wearing a wooden mask.
That's what you think, but if I had a type of machine that could capture this exact look that you have right now, that may exist in another world somewhere.
If
you
only
definitely
Zeph was
don't,
here.
You don't look like Vantalord. You look like this older dwarf. I don't know. It
Look
looks
at your
just like-
hands. Look at your hands and your arms. There's
So
more
on
wrinkles.
my side, they're all wrinkles.
There are more wrinkles. Right? I don't know. It's an older person, right?
It's
Your
yeah,
uncle.
Yeah.
I'm
his
guessing is
grandpa.
older than you.
Well, my grandpa. That's
Or your
right,
grandpa. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
he'd be like
definitely
in his
wrinkly.
70s or 80s.
Yeah.
You got like some liver spots on your hands. You got
Rat, those don't look like your hands. Can't you tell?
Okay, that is. For myself, looking through this mask, does it look normal to me? Or
I
does
mean,
it
to
look
some extent,
changed?
your arms look the same because it's relative, literally relative illusion. But you can see a slight difference. You can tell that it's not your arms.
Well, that's. I was hoping to scare you, but obviously I don't think that did. Well, and I just take the mask off. Just try and have a good scare, but yeah. So I pull it off and I'm gonna put it back in my bag. Maybe I'll save that for later. Maybe I can get you guys later.
Cricket, as you're looking in your chest,
Rat.
you see a few things in there. You see some bolts and some arrows in there. It looks like, in the true nature of rats, they basically just found things and hoarded them. No real organization to any of it. Go ahead and roll a D4.
A 4.
Okay, and roll a d12.
A 1.
Okay. So in here you find like 3 different rings. You find another healing potion in here, just a basic healing potion. Those bolts and arrows. And then you also see a book in here. When you look at this book, and something about it stands out to you. It's leather bound. It's a leather bound pages with a strap of leather that goes around it. That strap is pinned by a wooden hairpin. The hairpin is carved with a pair of pine trees. One larger and one smaller.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. As you open it, you see on the very first page, center, only thing written, Flora Arcanum. A grim mire of enchanted herbs. You continue through, just kind of breezing through some of these pages. Next one, a treasure trove of bionicle wonders, an awe-inspiring collection of plants. As it continues on, property of Laurel Grovekeeper. And it keeps going.
As I opened the chest and like was going through all the things, I'm gonna take all the like bolts and arrows and like grab those out and shout over to, I think Raja has a crossbow, or I don't know. I don't have anything that can use these. I'm just gonna throw them over my shoulder. Somebody else can take these bolts and arrows. If you have a crossbow or a bow and arrows, here you go. Here's some more.
I'll take them because I have a crossbow.
And then I'll take the healing potion and shove it in my backpack, and then take you said there was a couple of rings, I think 3 rings.
Yes, there's 3 rings also.
I'll take the rings and put them in my bag, but as soon as I see the book, you see Cricket just like immediately stop and like looks like in shock at even just like the cover of the book and the clasp of the book, and then as she opens it up and sees what's written on the inside, and especially gets to the page where it says the property of Laurel Grovekeeper, she just stops for a second and like is immediately not in this present world. Like she's just staring at it and clearly reminiscing about her mom and obviously her family, and not even like in the present moment.
All right.
At all.
And I also just sent you a message, a DM.
Oh.
How many bolts was that, Rory?
7 bolts.
Okay. And it's just bolts, no arrows with it?
7 bolts, 5 arrows. The basic healing that she took, the 3 rings that you took, Cricket.
Yes.
And then the book.
Oh, wrong book! This is so cool!
7 bolts is... Oh, I suppose this is all sorts of bundle size of 20. Okay, let's fix this.
And I'm not sure if you heard already, Cricket, Katie,
Yeah.
but it is an early session tonight.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately. So I got to go pull out a car that Skylar put into the ditch.
Oh no, Skylar.
Otherwise, we'd still be going. Normally, for anyone who's watching, as you know, we would be going till 7:15 for about another hour. But at any point, the individual that's going to help us pull out the car should be here pretty soon. So it should be.
The whole intro, Rory. You didn't even read the whole thing.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead and read that, and then we'll wrap up with that. As you open this and read this, and recognize the hairpin, and recognize the name, what does it say?
Yeah. It says, a treasure trove of botanical wonders of an awe-inspiring collection of plants, property of Laurel Grove Keeper. I'm so thankful for Rowan and his everlasting embrace of my passion for plants and understanding our connection to them. I write this in hopes that someday we have a child and I can pass this collection and my knowledge on. And that's my parents. Yeah. Yeah. How crazy!
And as you're holding it, it's multiple pages thick.
Guys, it is so many. I don't think you can see this. It's just washed out.
No.
But it's so many. All the herbs are in here. There's like, and it's descriptions of all of them.
The KFC herbs and spices.
Oh my god.
Really?
I love that you're like, all the herbs are in here, and I'm like, parents.
And also my parents. Yeah. I mean that too. I'm just. This is.
Yeah.
This is Katie being like, how did Rory also do all of this, though? I mean, yes, the parents' piece is for sure what Cricket is paying attention to more, but I'm also just impressed by all the actual knowledge in here.
A couple that stand out to you is like the ember leaf oil. Some of the herbs that you've been running across as you've been making your way
Oh, yeah,
through
because
this
I picked
area.
up some herbs from before. But I did, and I recognized them a little bit, but I didn't know everything about them. Yeah, so like which one, what number is that? Ember leaf. Oh, yeah, verdant ember leaf. Oh,
They're not numbered, but yeah, it's towards the top.
Oh, yeah.
Alphabetical.
So cool.
So, to kind of wrap this session up, we'll go ahead and say that you guys are taking a long rest.
I have to wait until next session to learn my box.
You do.
No!
There's your cliffhanger. My ride just showed up to pull the car out of the ditch. So you and Raja.
It's gonna be a really great box. Don't you worry.
Opens it up, it's just dust. No.
But yeah, my ride just showed up for that. So unfortunately, we are cutting this one short. Totally unfortunate. That will give you some time, Cricket, to look through all, like, I don't know what it is, 28 pages.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, guys, there's so many herbs. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom, for all my herbs.
So we will go ahead and wrap up tonight's session a bit early, unexpected. I'm sorry, everyone. Skylar is okay. He is at work covering a shift. Just the car is in the ditch. So I'm going to go ahead, head out,
good.
pull that out of the ditch. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Sorry, Katie, that it was super short for you today.
That's okay. I'm sorry it took me a while to get here, but I'm glad I made it for this part. The end is fun, so.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you recall the title of today's episode, session.
Turning the page backwards.
Turning the page backwards. So, you have a book that's bringing you backwards.
That's true.
So have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you all for taking time and hanging out with us. Hope you are enjoying this. Again, sorry for this being such a short session. Wow. Have